Yo, 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 yo. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV, man. We back here with another video. But this time we in Houston. We got to talk about TakeOff. May TakeOff rest in peace, man. His birthday was yesterday. TakeOff would have been 30 years old today, man. I mean, yesterday, pardon me. I was going to do the video yesterday, but I ended up doing another video, so we're doing this today. Because something caught my attention also. Quavo ended up doing some old rocket foundation that he got going on. We got to talk about that. So we're going to react to a couple of things here. Yeah, that part. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all get y'all membership also. I got it up, so make sure y'all get y'all badge. Make sure y'all go get that membership. Do me that favor. Support the channel, man. Be part of the smoke game. And subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Keep that notification bell on. Because we got some things to talk about, man. So Quavo ended up doing this little rocket foundation that he started when TakeOff passed away. May TakeOff rest in peace. He passed away 2 years ago. It's going to be damn near 2 years. He passed away in H-Town. Everybody know the history about it. But see, my thing is, you want to start a foundation after your nephew passed away. You really want to find the real justice that's going on in Houston, what happened to your nephew. You just going to run and think that DJ Pat was the alleged killer? Or what are we talking about here? There's more to the story, Quavo. And for you to, and then you got the vice president with you. We know this. We know all this is for pop. This allegedly, and everything we speak on over here is alleged. All this is politics, man. She trying to get the votes in. You over here got her with the Rocket Foundation all of a sudden. We got to talk about this. Yeah, we got to talk about it. Y'all know how I'm coming. Pause. Copyright disclaimer on fair use. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here is for educational, entertainment purpose. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here is for educational, entertainment purpose. Clips and videos I play are also owned by the original creators. So we're going to get to this, man, because I got a lot to say. We're going to go back down memory lane because y'all know how I do. I go back down memory lane a little bit to let things marinate in people's brain and let them refresh their mind a little bit. Because it just doesn't make no sense to me, bro. You're going to start a whole goddamn foundation. I understand that. You got to stop the violence and all that. Okay, we understand that. Kudos to you, my dude. But listen, you went to Houston thinking you was protected by some dudes that supposed to protect y'all, and one person didn't make it back, and obviously that was TakeOff. And you think DJ Pat was the one that actually shot your nephew, Quavo? Let's get to his foundation. Rest in peace, TakeOff, man. Happy belated birthday to TakeOff, man. Let's get the Quavo Foundation with the vice president down in Atlanta.
Fox 5's Deidre Dukes covered today's appearance. Deidre's live at the Carter Center with more on what happened today, Deidre.
And Christine, an Atlanta rapper Quavo formed the Rocket Foundation in honor of his nephew TakeOff, who was lost to gun violence nearly 2 years ago. Quavo forming this organization to help save other lives from gun violence.
When I saw him land there, I felt like I saw me land there. So I feel like when I'm doing something like the Rocket Foundation, I just want to uplift his legacy and make sure to keep his name alive.
Quavo is turning grief into action. The Atlanta rapper joining with Vice President Kamala Harris and others to fight gun violence plaguing communities nationwide. Quavo is putting his support behind community-based anti-gun violence programs after his nephew and fellow Migos member TakeOff was shot and killed at a Houston bowling alley in 2022. Quavo founded the Rocket Foundation in November of that year to honor.
He founded the foundation of November of the same month TakeOff passed away. Let that marinate. If y'all know anything about foundations, smash that like button. Do me that favor. Y'all see it right there? Smash the like button. Make sure y'all get that membership also if y'all rocking with this channel, man. If not, I understand. But y'all see where this going. See, when situations happen when you get a large amount of money sometimes, allegedly, and everything I speak on over here is alleged. When some people get a large amount of money, sometimes you gotta separate that money. You gotta put it in things. You gotta do a foundation and stuff like that. See, my question to Quavo though, What money you got out of TakeOff after he passed away? That's number one. Who owned his publishing masters? Number two. Do you got anything to do with that? Number three. And number four, why start a foundation right after he passed away? You didn't even get a chance to grieve yet. And you start a foundation that same month, that same year? And you didn't even get a chance to grieve, my dude? And the thing that caught my attention in this little speak that you said, yeah, I started this foundation because when I seen my nephew on the ground, I seen me in the ground. What? Oh, y'all ain't catch that? Let's go back. Make sure you smash that like button.
Fox 5's Deidre Dukes covered today's appearance.
Now, pay attention to what Quavo's speaking right quick.
Fox 5's Deidre Dukes covered today's appearance. Deidre's live at the Carter Center with more on what happened today. Deidre.
And Christine, an Atlanta rapper Quavo formed the Rocket Foundation in honor of his nephew TakeOff, who was lost to gun violence nearly 2 years ago. Quavo forming this organization to help save other lives from gun violence.
When I saw him laying there, I felt like I saw me laying there. So I feel like when I'm doing something like the Rocket Foundation, I just want to uplift his legacy and make sure to keep his name alive.
Quavo is turning grief into action. The Atlanta rapper joining with Vice President Kamala Harris and others to fight gun violence plaguing communities nationwide. Quavo is putting his support behind community-based anti-gun violence programs after his nephew and fellow Migos member TakeOff was shot and killed at a Houston bowling alley in 2022. Quavo founded the Rocket Foundation, and fellow Migos member TakeOff was shot and killed at a Houston bowling alley in 2022. Quavo founded the Rocket Foundation in November of that year to honor TakeOff's life and legacy. Vice President Harris joined him on stage for a moderated discussion at the first annual Rocket Foundation Summit held at the Carter Center Tuesday. The event was held in partnership with the Vice President and the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention in TakeOff's honor on what would have been his 30th birthday. Survivors of gun violence, gun safety advocates, students, and parents gathered at the Carter Center for the event. Almost all those in attendance have lost someone to gun violence. The vice president today thanking Quavo for his work.
What Quavo has been doing with the Rocket Foundation to translate that pain and that grief into something that is about creating strength and empowerment in the community, including.
You hit. Smash the like button. Do me that favor. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. You hear this, bro? You know my question is for Quavo at the end of the day, man. Why you ain't start this before TakeOff passed away? Why you ain't start a foundation, Migos Foundation or something like that in Atlanta or something? Like you doing now. See, everything always happened after somebody passed away. And that's what make me think sometimes, what are y'all doing? Where's that money going to? That part. The person that passed away, where his money going to? What we talking about here? Now all of a sudden you want to start a foundation, pardon me. You want to get involved in politics and all this now. We know where this train going to. We know where this car driving to right now. You got the VP president on stage with you, bro. You going through pain every day. That's your nephew. That's your blood. That's your flesh. You went down there thinking you were safe over some niggas that allegedly supposed to protect you. You had one security, Migo bands. What? And then you got DJ Pat, the alleged killer. You know how many shooters that was shooting in that damn bowling alley? What we talking about here? There was more shots ranged out. I don't went through this in my old videos. You got the little Cam and them little niggas. You got the little Ace, you got the little Fifth Ward niggas, little Mob Tie niggas, little Cam and his crew. What we talking about here? Bushwick's son, his son, little Cam. Little Cam father's an OG to rap a lot. Meaning that his father's an OG to Jay Prince, the old man. So they're gonna make sure little Cam is good. They're gonna make sure Bushwick, rest in peace, his son is good. What we talking about here? Bushwick's son for the Ghetto Boys. He's the one with the Chucky dog. If y'all go back and see the video. Little Cam is the one with the yellow hoodie on. Let me repeat that again. On Bushwick's son is the one with the Chucky doll that everybody was questioning. Why the hell this nigga got a Chucky doll like a backpack? In the front as that. That shit got pockets inside. What we talking about? It got pockets all on the side where you can hide stuff. And the way TakeOff got hit, the nigga, whoever hit TakeOff is allegedly it came through the front of the crowd. Everybody's seen the video. Everybody's seen try to put the videos together and all that. So I ain't gotta go show the videos on that, but I'm gonna show some clips that let this marinate in y'all brain because there was a lot of straightening to do that night. Remember that part? Yeah, shout out to Mike Prince. Shout out to y'all. It was a lot of straightening to do. Remember that part? Couple hours before TakeOff passed away. This nigga want to start a foundation right after that. I'm thinking he started foundation a year later. No, you started foundation that same goddamn month. You ain't want no pay. Listen, I'm not a condoning violence, nothing. But my dude, them niggas, they left your nephew laying in a bowling alley, man, with no protection. These are dudes that supposed to protect y'all when y'all got there. We talking Grammy-winning award-winning group, Migos. These niggas ain't just your average rappers, bro. These are superstars we talking about. Security supposed to be top notch. That's the problem that hits me in the head sometimes. That like, yo, hold up, man. It just doesn't make no sense. The only thing I could think of is the Prince family telling them niggas, nah, y'all good down here. Y'all know how we do down here. This montage. Y'all niggas ain't nothing gonna happen to y'all niggas down here. But you know what's crazy? It wasn't even no ops that killed TakeOff. It was allegedly somebody from their own goddamn camp. And they trying to put it on DJ Pat. Let me remind y'all mind. Let me refresh y'all mind right quick, man. Remember this part? Smash that like button.
He in that candy thing without the swing. He in that candy thing without the swing, man. Hold up. Hey, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We got a little bit of straightening going on. Hold up. Hey, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We got a little bit of straightening going on.
You feel me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, nephew. Hey, man. That's how we rock. Put that in the back. Hold on.
Got that big old boxer back there.
Hey, man.
Got that heavyweight back there.
Don't think we playing. Don't think we're playing, man. Hey, man. We got a little bit of straightening going on.
We got a little bit of straightening going on. We got a little bit of straightening going on.
Yeah, the biggest. I see nephew in the back seat back there. Okay.
Yeah. This is crazy. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And smash the like button if you haven't, man. Do me that favor. Share this video. You see the nigga that was behind Quavo? Now, like I told y'all, if anybody watched the old videos, they know what I'm talking about. If y'all new to this, I'm going to break it down to y'all. The nigga that's behind Quavo, that's Migo Band. That supposed to been Quavo and TakeOff security that night. Including the mob tie niggas that recorded, yeah, we got some straightening going on tonight. Y'all know what straighten mean in other terms? Straighten mean we're going to handle some business, allegedly. And everything we speak on over here is alleged. Straighten is like you're going to handle some business. That's what that term means also. In other ways you could use that word. But see, my thing is, we got a lot of straightening to do. What straightening y'all had to do that night? We still want to know that, Mike Prince. You still haven't never told us about that. But this dude want to start a foundation. These niggas is popping bottles, celebrating finesse, 2-time success, montage success, all types of shit. What we talking about here? Am I lying? While Quavo in the house sleeping, crying and shit like that because they done laid your nephew. Come on, man. You know how much of a pain that is? But you want to start a foundation. What's that going to do, bro? Don't you want to find the truth what really happened to your nephew that night? What are we talking about? You just let it slide. All right, we got DJ Pat. DJ Pat's the alleged killer. What?
No one in association or affiliation with us move.
Developing story now, a fired forensic analyst.
I'm gonna show y'all.
A lot of people.
I stay with.
We're gonna review this. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel because I'm pissed off. I'm being honest. Rest in peace to TakeOff. Happy belated birthday. His birthday was yesterday. The boy would have been 30 years old today. He should have been here right now celebrating his birthday. What are we talking about? But Quavo want to be on stage with the vice president and do foundations and all that benefits you at the end of the day. That don't benefit no TakeOff. That don't find out the truth what happened to your nephew. What are we talking about? Smash that like button.
A lot of people seen the video. It was a few seconds. And Junior, they seen you walking by. We understand that, Quavo, TakeOff, they was down here with y'all. But they seen you walking by. He's laying on the ground. You got Mike bending down, and they seen you walking by. What took place there?
This the crazy thing about that video, right? Is one scenario is that they see Mike on the ground trying to help TakeOff. But in the video, Mike was right behind me. So people didn't peep that. People think that I'm the one who had a voice. I'm the one who was speaking in the video when I wasn't. If you go back and look at the video, Mike is walking right behind me. They took 3 seconds of a situation where I was caught on video and turned it into what they wanted it to be. But in all actuality, we had been there for a while. Mike was following me so we can go to the restroom so he can wash the blood off his hands.
Now, let that marinate in your brain. Remember, we see Mike Prince in that infamous TMZ video. Y'all can go to YouTube, do your own research. You'll see Mike Prince on one of the videos. You'll see Mike Prince on Quavo. On TakeOff. I guess trying to lift his head up, doing something. But you see Mike Prince, though. You see the hat, everything with him. My thing is, remember the infamous white lady, the nurse that came from the top floor? Yeah, that's TakeOff. Let me run over there. Remember that infamous white lady? She went over there and where's she at also? Hold up, let's get to that. Smash that like button.
11 Alive, we are getting another glimpse into the final moments in the life of Migos rapper TakeOff. And tonight we're hearing from a nurse who rushed to his side after he was shot. Now she's asking that we not reveal her identity until police capture those responsible for killing TakeOff. 11 Alive's John Sherrick is on that story for us tonight.
She is still traumatized, a veteran nurse of 30 years, sometimes weeping at what is seared into her mind.
And I heard pow, 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 and it stopped.
Then she heard screams. The nurse lives in an apartment in Houston, near the bowling alley where Atlanta's own TakeOff was shot to death outside. She didn't know at first that it was TakeOff who had just been shot. She didn't know that the man screaming for help was TakeOff's uncle, Quavo, 2 of the 3 members of the world-renowned group Migos. The nurse first ran out to her balcony.
My neighbors were underneath me. I said, "Did y'all hear that?" That sounded like gunshots.
And at that, the nurse ran outside, through the crowd, shouting, "I'm a nurse, I'm a nurse." Quavo shouting, "Please, please help." She kneeled next to TakeOff.
Yes.
Oh man, anybody watch my old videos? Y'all know when I'm going with this. Y'all know. Smash that like button once again if you haven't smashed it, if you just joined it. Listen, this is Halloween night. A whole bunch of niggas from H-Town, from Fifth Ward with hoodies on, little niggas, grown niggas. You got girls out there dressing hot. This is Halloween night. Remember, this is a Halloween party this happened. It was the bowling alley. It was Halloween night going into November 1st. Everybody remember, everybody was, and you telling me this old lady from 30 years of nurse experience ran from the top floor, came downstairs and ran over there. We don't even see a footage of this lady. What we talking about here? And if you live somewhere that you had to live across the street from the bowling alley, and you ran across all them niggas, you took a risk. Out of all the gunshots you heard in the world in Houston, you took a risk to go, you took a sacrifice to go help TakeOff. You didn't even know who the hell that was at first when you first got there. What we talking about here? But you sacrificed your life out of all the gunshots and shit you probably heard in Houston, whatever other cities you've been through, but you took your, and you came from the top floor. What type of narrative is that right there? And we don't even see not one footage of this Caucasian lady. What I'm trying to say is, this whole thing is like a play. That's what it looks like. Allegedly. And everything I speak on over here is alleged. Am I lying? We see Mike Prince. Yeah, you know, my brother was, trying to get the blood on me. He had to go to the bathroom, get the blood off. You heard Jay Prince just said that. We see footage of Mike Prince. We see that. But we don't see no footage of no Caucasian Caucasian lady running from across the, let me run over there. Run across we don't see none of that. We don't see her walk through, nothing. Remind y'all, this is Halloween night. It's spooky out there that night. What we talking? It's a whole bunch of hood niggas as that part. Let that marinate in y'all brain. But this lady came through and we never, Mike Prince didn't even say nothing about this goddamn nurse. Nobody spoke about this nurse. Jay Prince didn't bring her up either.
What it is, Jazz?
Yeah, you know, niggas gonna gamble, man. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, I got something. Listen, man, let's continue though. Smash that like button.
I stayed with Quavo. We stayed out there probably like 2 or 3 hours together before we all parted ways and made sure each other was cool. Like me and him stayed out there. Like one other person pulled up, but it was me and him that stayed out there for hours after this transpired. So
you know why he's still out there for hours? Allegedly, because we don't even know if that's true. Because you was pressuring him. You was putting pressure on Quavo. That part. What are we talking about? And everything I speak on is alleged over here. You was putting pressure on Quavo, making sure this narrative be the way you wanted it to be. Jay Prince Jr. What are we talking about here? I've been speaking about this on my old videos already. Y'all know this. Anybody been following this channel, y'all already know what it is. Comment below and tell me what y'all think. They're gonna say the same thing. You out there for 2 hours with Quavo, kumbaya, and talking about, yeah, but somebody pulled up and this. No, you was putting pressure on him. Pause. That's what you was doing, making sure you give him a narrative that you want. What are we talking about here? These dudes are crazy. I'm telling you, man. May take off, rest in peace. And this nigga want to do foundations. You see the play that's going on. You really don't want to find out the truth? Quavo.
Well, it really wasn't a situation to de-escalate because it wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked, but it really wasn't that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I even asked myself that today, like, it wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we from the cuts. You know when certain things are what it is. You know what I'm saying? And because you had so many years of looking and seeing and feeling and dealing. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even that. You know what I'm saying? It was really a beautiful night. You know what I'm saying? We all family. We enjoying. Everybody kicking it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a situation that it turned out to be. You know what I'm saying? So, me saying I'm de-escalating, I'm basically just telling nephew, like, hey, it ain't worth talking about. He's like, man, you want to talk about basketball. It ain't, leave it alone. Stop talking about it.
Let's get to that part right there. I hope y'all heard that. I'm going to say it. I'm going to play it back again. This started from a basketball game. Allegedly, the bad energy started from a basketball game before they got to the bowling alley earlier that day. And you know who's arguing with Quavo? Them little niggas. Little Cam and them niggas. Bushwick's son and them niggas. The little Fifth Ward niggas. What we talking about here? Do y'all research on them little Cam and his crew that was doing, them little niggas was doing minutes down there in Fifth Ward. Them niggas was stealing cars and everything. How you think Cam caught that on case in California? He was in a stolen car, plus he caught a goddamn weapon charge. That's what they got him charged for. They dropped the takeoff charge and put everything on DJ Pack. DJ Pack now out on bail. Little Cam and them niggas was the one that was arguing with Quavo at the basketball game. You telling me as an OG, second OG under that branch, that the Prince family, because everybody know that's what the OG is, it's the OG, man, Jay Prince. But you in second command, allegedly, you old enough to control these little niggas. Am I lying, gang? Because that bad energy ended up going all the way to the bowling alley, to the dice game. And that's what TakeOff lost his life, because Quavo was arguing with the same niggas. Let's go back and hear it again.
No one in association or affiliation with us. Well, it really wasn't a situation to de-escalate because it really wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked, but it really wasn't that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I even asked myself that today, like, it wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, we from the cuts. You know when certain things are what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, and because you done had so many years of looking and seeing and feeling and dealing, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you know, it was really a beautiful night. You know what I'm saying? We all family, we enjoying, everybody kicking it, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a situation that it turned out to be. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me saying I'm de-escalating, I'm basically just telling nephew, like, hey, it ain't worth talking about. He's like, man, you want to talk about basketball. It ain't, leave it alone, stop talking about it.
Exactly. But you supposed to control. You got nephew, meaning that you got Quavo. Quavo good. He a superstar, but see, everybody know before TakeOff passed away, because Quavo calmed down. You won't hear him yapping no more now. Quavo had a crazy mouth. He used to talk. He was the one that'll talk crazy out of the Migos. Am I lying? It was Quavo with the mouth. Pause. But see, my thing is, Quavo was good. You had to control your niggas. They in your city. That part. From I don't care if they older niggas. See, they was older niggas. Them older niggas wouldn't done that to on TakeOff or argue with Quavo. That was them little niggas y'all had around them. And you know why y'all had them little niggas around them? Because y'all knew them little niggas was gonna do that. Allegedly. Because I know Quavo got a nasty. He can't take that. Quavo's an angry. He's ignorant, man. So if you talking slick to Quavo gonna talk slick back. Am I lying? He been doing this his whole career. He got money to talk like that. That part. What we talk about. Anybody been following the Migos and all they beef that they had in the industry, Joe Buttons and all that. Who was the main one that was to talk crazy? And the main one that started it? It was Quavo. So when you play chess like they do down there, meaning monetize allegedly, you sit back and you analyze that. All right, you know what? I get some little niggas that could aggravate him. Keep playing with him. Keep saying the same thing over. So we could get him mad. Because you only got to Quavo's a short little, it don't take too much to get Quavo going, is what I'm trying to say. Pause. So that was the little niggas' part to do. Because why you couldn't control them from the basketball game going all the way to the dice game at the bowling alley? It's starting to make sense. It's starting to allegedly. I'm starting to think that y'all told these little niggas, yo, keep tagging it and Quavo, keep playing with them, get them aggravated. So we could get them pissed off. That part. Nah, Smoke, what you talking about? They got DJ Pat, though. DJ Pat is the shooter. Listen, you got the Chucky, though. You got the little Mob Tie niggas. That was the niggas that was arguing with Quavo. It wasn't DJ Pat arguing with Quavo at the basketball game. It was the same niggas that argued with Quavo at the basketball game that was at the dice game. There was a witness that said that they seen Little Cam with a weapon. What we talking about here? Why Houston PD didn't grab him up at that time? Smash that like button, man. I said this in my old videos. This is nothing new right here. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, and y'all know this. Anybody been following my channel? Y'all know this. They kept bothering Quavo. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anybody that be around that just keep bothering you, nigga, you start getting mad, don't you? That's Quavo. And when you get mad, things get nasty. Am I lying? Smash that like button, man.
No one in association or affiliation with us move with disrespect. You know what I'm saying, me? So we all family. You know what I'm saying, man? And just to see the way that my family is being betrayed, you know what I'm saying, behind someone that we care about and love also as brothers, that's the disrespect. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to enlighten the world and let them know y'all got it messed up. You know what I'm saying? Because we messed up about this too. You know what I'm saying, me? And all respect to TakeOff's family. You know what I'm saying? His loved ones. We love them and respect them too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 1 hour was tough.
I love my nephews. I love my nephews. That's Mike Prince with the fake tears. You know what get me pissed off about this? Smash that like button. Do me that favor. Smash the like button. It's right there if you haven't. Subscribe also. Get your membership also, man. It doesn't cost. Support the game. Be part of the game, man. Get your membership. So, what gets me mad about Mike Prince, you could have avoided all this, my dude. What are we talking about here? You're the OG, second in command. Am I lying? Obviously, you're not. It's Jay Prince Jr. Because him and Quavo didn't have a relationship. Your relationship was with Quavo and TakeOff. Jazz Prince's relationship was with Quavo and TakeOff. Jay Prince Jr. did not have a relationship with Quavo. Let that marinate in your brain. Quavo even say that. He went down there for Jazz Prince and Mike Prince. What we talking about here? So when you put a loudmouth nigga like Quavo around Jay Prince Jr., what you think gonna happen? Jay Prince Jr. already think he bigger than the bigger rappers in our game. You see how this nigga walk around like he's Suge Knight. Am I lying? What we talking about here? If people don't know who Jay Prince Jr. is, go do y'all research. Y'all see how ignorant this nigga is. This nigga about 5'8", think he walk around like he's 6'11" or some shit. That part. But he got the power, he got the protection, he's a Prince family, blah, 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 blah. Y'all know the history. But see, my thing is, you could have avoided all this. All this, yo, we got some straightening to do and all. Mike Prince, what we... Oh, man, yo, you can't make this up.
What that is, Jazz? What that is right here? Little something. OG Mike. Hey, man, you know what we do. Don't never stop, man. We outside, man. You hear me, man? Take. Oh. Doing it, man.
Like Mike said, though, Mike Prince, yeah, you know, we family. Why you ain't protect him, man? You let some little niggas argue with these Grammy-winning rappers. This not your ordinary rappers. And where the hell was Jazz Prince at? Jazz Prince home, huh? A nurse coming on Halloween night, coming through Mad Thugs. Yeah, let me run through there. What? Where's she at? What you seen when you was on your balcony? Let's get to that part, Miss Lady, Miss Nurse of 30 years. Because remember, you was on the top floor. How many floors you was up? You had to be about what, 5th, 6th floor probably? So you telling me you ran down? You had all that time to run down, then go through a whole bunch of goddamn thugs? That's from 5th Ward? Man, stop it, man. Stop it. And Quavo, you over here doing a goddamn foundation when you should be finding out what's really going on with your nephew's situation. That part. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to save the world and shit. You know, I'm trying to. Then you got the vice president over there. She's trying to get votes, man. What we talking about here, man? What we talking about here? Allegedly. And everything I speak on over here is alleged. But what we talking about? You got votes and you got a nigga that's money hungry. Votes on one side, and the other side, you got a nigga that just gaining money for what he doing. Because your money ain't going down. Your money going up when you're doing stuff like this. Am I lying? Foundation, stuff like this. And let this marinate. He ain't start that a year later. He started that a few weeks after TakeOff died. He started that foundation the same month TakeOff died. TakeOff died on Halloween 31st going into November 1st overnight. Remember, this happened overnight, so actually he died November 1st. Quavo ended up doing the foundation a few weeks later. He didn't get no time to grieve. He didn't go, but you got time to do a foundation. You know what you got to do when you do a foundation. You got to gather. You got to do meetings. You got to do all that. What are we talking about? So, but you had time to do that? A few weeks after your nephew passed away in a crazy situation that happened in Houston. on the hands of people that supposed to have protect y'all. TakeOff died on their blood, man, on their hands, man. They supposed to protect y'all, y'all Migos. Oh, we got a lot of straightening to do tonight. We got a lot of straightening to do tonight. And you got the nurse, the infamous nurse that ran down from the 5th, 6th floor, right? Talking about she ain't know who that. Yeah, you ain't know who that was, but at all, you had to been drunk or something to run down them floors and go sacrifice your life to run through a whole bunch of ghetto people. Because it was Halloween night and there's a whole bunch of niggas from 5th Ward. Everybody dressed with hoodies and costumes, man. What we talking about here? F that. It was a whole bunch of hood niggas. That part. 30-year experienced nurse, though, came from the top floor. Man, let me play that one more time before I get out of here. Smash that like button, man.
11 Alive, we are getting another glimpse into the final moments in the life of Migos rapper TakeOff. And tonight we're hearing from a nurse who rushed to his side after he was shot. Now she's asking that we not reveal her identity until police capture those responsible for killing TakeOff. 11 Alive's John Sherrick is on that story for us tonight.
She is still traumatized, a veteran nurse of 30 years, sometimes weeping at what is seared into her mind.
And I heard pow, 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 and it stopped.
Then she heard screams. The nurse lives in an apartment in Houston, near the bowling alley where Atlanta's own TakeOff was shot to death outside. She didn't know at first that it was TakeOff who had just been shot. She didn't know that the man screaming for help was TakeOff's uncle, Quavo, 2 of the 3 members of the world-renowned group Migos. The nurse first ran out to her balcony.
My neighbors were underneath me. I said, "Did y'all hear that?" That sounded like gunshots.
And at that, the nurse ran outside, through the crowd, shouting, "I'm a nurse, I'm a nurse." Quavo shouting, "Please, please help." She kneeled next to TakeOff.
Yes.
Y'all hear that? Now remind y'all, play the clip where Jay Prince said that, yo, we had to walk to the bathroom and he had to wash his hand. And we seen that clip with Mike Prince over there by TakeOff. We see that in that infamous TMZ clips and all that. We see that because Mike had the hat on. But we don't see no Caucasian lady, not at all. And you know, y'all know goddamn well TMZ would have had that lady all in that video clip. Nah, Smokes, you want to hide our identity? Okay, you can blur the face out. What we talking about here? That part. Just like I see blur her face out on this, she could have blurred her face out on the clip that they got with Mike Prince over there with TakeOff though, and with and with Jay Prince and Mike Prince walking over, TakeOff going to the bathroom. Showing no emotion or nothing, meaning Jay Prince Jr. Nasty work, man. I just want to refresh your mind, man. Let that marinate. But he got time to do a foundation. Everything we speak on over here is alleged. He got time to do a foundation, though. That benefits you. You got to find out the truth what happened to your nephew, man. That part, what we talking about. And we all want to know what happened to TakeOff. That's why we continue talking about this. And that's why we got our opinion and our theory about this. You got a narrative, a nurse coming from the top floor. We've never seen her. We don't even know where the hell she at. We got DJ Pat, that was one of the shooters that was shooting out because it was basically like a Wild Wild West that kicked off. Am I lying? Migos bands was shooting too. Meaning that was the only security that Migos had at that time, meaning Quavo and TakeOff. And then you had the little Mod Todd niggas, like I keep telling y'all, Little Cam and his little niggas. Let me repeat that. Little Cam and his little niggas. Little Mod Todd niggas. Yo, Houston, H-Town, tap in. They know what I'm talking about. Them little niggas was down there bugging out at one time. Little Cam and his crew. But they got to put the blame on somebody. DJ Pat. Let's go to the old man before I get out of here now. This is Jay Prince talking about this a little bit.
This clown that came here, I wish he wouldn't have never came with Quavo. I wish he wouldn't have never brought this nigga into Houston because he can't think. You know what I mean? This whole root of everything happening is from his actions. And to be frank, honest about the situation, I wish that bullet would have hit him instead of Takeoff, because he was the one that deserved that.
Now that's the old man right there, Jay Prince, the head honcho. Now people saying that he talking about Quavo because people say, you know, the old man kind of he older now, so he mixing names up and all that. But people saying he either talk about Quavo or he talking about DJ Pat, because DJ Pat is the alleged shooter that shot Takeoff that they got right now that's out on bail, like Govain that's out on bail on the Young Dolph situation. Let that marinate in your brain. Two alleged killers. One was the mastermind. The one that's alleged killer, DJ Pat, that they think that that's the one that he the one that shot Takeoff. You know how many shots was fired at that bowling alley? Allegedly. They got witness saying that somebody seen Lil Kane with a weapon, lifting up shit. Somebody seen somebody with the Chucky doll with. There's witness saying that. I don't know where the hell they at now. Remember the female that got shot also? That's telling you it was shots. You telling me it was only Migo bands and DJ Pat was the only one shooting? You telling me two niggas was the only one shooting? Let that marinate in your brain. You crazy if they think that. If you, it's a whole bunch of hood niggas from Fifth Ward. What we talking about here? It's crazy, man. Man, Takeoff, rest in peace, man. Happy belated birthday to Takeoff. He would have been 30 years old, man. He ain't deserve this, man. Know what I mean? And Quavo over here getting, know what I mean, all of a sudden he just like climbing up a little bit. Things kind of looking weird sometimes. Like I said, sometimes allegedly, and everything I speak on is alleged. Sometimes you got to sacrifice certain things in your life to level up and level up in life. Let that marinate. Sometimes you got to sacrifice certain things in life to level up in life. That goes in the industry also. Let that marinate. And all of a sudden, Quavo's kind of like leveling up all of a sudden. And everything I speak on over here is allegedly. But let that marinate. It's crazy. You in the foundation with the vice president talking about when I seen my nephew on the ground, I seen myself on the ground. Like, what? Because it's supposed to have been two instead of one. It's supposed to have been allegedly. Or it's supposed to have been you instead of the other one. That part. Oh, man. This is crazy, man. May on Takeoff, rest in peace, man. Happy belated birthday. Do me a favor, gang. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because I don't know what you're waiting on. Make sure y'all comment below and give me your opinion. Give me your theory. I know how we do over here. I want to hear your opinion. Share this video. Get that membership also, man. Be part of the channel, man. Do me that favor. Support the channel. I'm up out there. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Happy belated birthday to Takeoff, man. Quavo, man. You got a lot of answering to do, man. People got questions out here, bro. That part. I'm up out there, man. Salute, gang. If they know, they know.